Did you know that despite our global population surpassing 8 billion, some nations remain sparsely populated? These countries face a unique mix of challenges, from harsh climates and limited arable land to historical legacies and economic hurdles. Today, join us as we explore the 12 emptiest countries on our planet. Whether you're a travel enthusiast or simply curious about the world's lesser-known corners, this video promises to uncover fascinating insights. Welcome to our channel, where we journey through diverse landscapes and uncover hidden stories. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Let's dive right in. Number 12, Mauritania. Mauritania, spanning 1.3 million square kilometers, has a population of about 4.86 million, resulting in a notably low population density. A major factor contributing to this is the Sahara Desert, which covers 90% of the country. This extensive desert expanse makes Mauritania one of the driest and most inhospitable regions on Earth. The lack of water is a significant constraint, with the country receiving an average annual rainfall of just 89 millimeters, placing it among the top 7 driest countries globally. Such severe water shortages limit agriculture, human settlement, and overall economic development. The scarcity of arable land further compounds the problem. Only 0.5% of Mauritania's land is suitable for agriculture, primarily located along the Senegal River on the southern border. This small area supports nearly all of the country's agricultural activities, which is insufficient to sustain a larger population. The harsh desert environment, coupled with severe droughts and expanding desertification, makes most of the country uninhabitable. These extreme climatic conditions pose significant challenges for sustaining life and economic activities. Infrastructure challenges also play a critical role in Mauritania's low population density. The country has only 3,700 kilometers of roads, less than the road network in Washington, D.C. This lack of infrastructure hampers transportation and communication within the country, further hindering development and population growth. Consequently, the population is concentrated in the coastal cities of Nouakchott and Nouadhibou and near the Senegal River, where access to water and arable land is relatively better. However, these areas still face challenges from flooding and limited infrastructure. Economic and social factors add another layer of complexity. Modern-day slavery and limited economic opportunities contribute to the country's low population density. These social challenges, coupled with economic underdevelopment, make it difficult to attract and retain a larger population. Moreover, vast regions in central and eastern Mauritania are largely inaccessible, exacerbating population distribution issues and further limiting economic activities and human settlement in these areas. Number 11, Guyana. Guyana, covering a significant portion of the Amazon rainforest, has a population of approximately 784,000. One of the primary reasons for its low population density is the dense jungle that blankets 85% of the country. The Amazon rainforest is not only vast but also challenging for urban development due to its thick vegetation, high humidity, and the presence of numerous dangerous wildlife species. This makes building infrastructure and establishing large settlements incredibly difficult. In addition to the dense jungle, Guyana suffers from limited infrastructure. The country has less than 800 kilometers of paved roads, and there are no roads connecting the eastern and western halves of the country. This lack of infrastructure effectively isolates different regions within Guyana, making transportation and communication extremely challenging. The capital city, Georgetown, is home to half of the country's population, but even it is relatively isolated. The nearest major city, Manaus in Brazil, is 500 kilometers away through hazardous unpaved Amazon roads with multiple river crossings. The isolation of Guyana is so severe that despite being located on the mainland of South America, it operates almost like an island. There are very few direct flights from Georgetown to other Latin American cities, further compounding its geographic and economic isolation. This isolation has led to a high emigration rate, with many Guyanese leaving the country for better opportunities abroad. An estimated 30,000 people emigrate each year, seeking improved living conditions in the United States, the United Kingdom, or Canada. Despite recent economic growth driven by the discovery of oil, the wealth is unevenly distributed, and many Guyanese still live in extreme poverty. The combination of dense jungle, limited infrastructure, and high emigration rates has kept Guyana's population low. The challenging living conditions and isolation make it difficult to attract and retain a larger population, resulting in one of the lowest population densities in South America. Before we proceed with the remaining countries, kindly subscribe to our channel if you have not done so. We guarantee you do not want to miss any updates from us. Your subscription keeps us motivated to continue providing valuable content. Let's get back to our list. Number 10. Suriname. Suriname, located less than 400 kilometers from the equator, is home to about 632,000 people. The country's low population density is primarily due to the dense Amazon rainforest that covers 94% of its land. This vast jungle is both a natural treasure and a significant barrier to urban development. The thick vegetation, extreme humidity, and presence of dangerous wildlife make it challenging to build infrastructure and establish large permanent settlements. Adding to these difficulties, Suriname experiences heavy rainfall with over 3,000 millimeters of annual precipitation. This leads to 2 rainy seasons and frequent extreme flooding, further complicating construction and development efforts. The heavy rains and resulting floods make much of the land unsuitable for agriculture and infrastructure, with only 3.7% of the country considered arable and even less developed. The interior of Suriname remains particularly inaccessible, with rivers being the main method of transportation due to the lack of roads. Economic struggles also play a significant role in Suriname's low population density. The country faces considerable economic challenges, leading to one of the highest emigration rates in the world. Many Surinamese seek better opportunities abroad, particularly in the Netherlands, the United States, and other countries. The high emigration rates have significantly impacted the population, as people leave in search of improved living conditions and economic prospects. Despite its natural beauty and multicultural society, the combination of dense rainforest, heavy rainfall, and economic difficulties has kept Suriname's population low. The challenging environment and economic hardships make it difficult to sustain a larger population, resulting in one of the lowest population densities in the region. Number 9. Libya. Libya spans 1.76 million square kilometers and has a population of about 7.25 million. The Sahara Desert, covering over 90% of Libya, creates an extremely arid and inhospitable environment, making large-scale settlements and agriculture difficult. Additionally, Libya lacks rivers, unlike neighboring Egypt with the Nile. This absence of freshwater sources limits the potential for sustaining large inland populations. As a result, most of Libya's population is concentrated along the Mediterranean coast, where conditions are more favorable. The Mediterranean coastline, stretching 1,770 kilometers, hosts historic cities like Tripoli and Benghazi. Over 90% of Libyans live in these coastal areas, supported by the world's largest irrigation project, which pumps water from an aquifer 1,600 kilometers away. Despite this, Libya's population density is low at about 4.12 people per square kilometer. The vast uninhabitable desert and lack of freshwater inland keep the population concentrated in a small portion of the country. Geographic and climatic challenges, along with political instability and economic difficulties, further limit population growth and distribution. Number 8. Western Sahara. Western Sahara spans approximately 266,000 square kilometers and has a population of about 587,589. The primary reason for its low population density is its vast desert terrain. The harsh, arid environment, characterized by extreme temperatures and minimal rainfall, makes large-scale habitation and agriculture difficult. The region also lacks permanent rivers, further limiting water resources and the potential for sustaining large populations. This scarcity of freshwater sources is a significant barrier to development and settlement. Additionally, the ongoing political conflict with Morocco has exacerbated the population issues. The long-standing dispute has led to significant displacement, with over 150,000 Sahrawis forced into refugee camps in neighboring countries. This political instability and resultant displacement have further contributed to Western Sahara's sparse population. Number 7. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, covering over 2.7 million square kilometers, has a population of about 19.94 million. The country's low population density is largely due to its extreme climates and vast arid steppes. With 94% of its land receiving less than 200 millimeters of annual rainfall, much of Kazakhstan is unsuitable for agriculture and large-scale settlements. The limited arable land is mostly located near the mountains in the east, north, and south, where the climate is more temperate. Historical events have also significantly impacted Kazakhstan's population. The Kazakh famine from 1930 to 1933, caused by forced collectivization under Soviet rule, led to the starvation of 1.5 to 2.3 million Kazakhs, more than half the population at the time. Additionally, nearly 500 nuclear tests conducted by the Soviets in the mid-20th century caused widespread health issues and further hindered population growth. These factors combined have kept Kazakhstan's population density low despite its large land area. Before we continue with the next 6 countries, ensure you subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you. Number 6. Iceland. Iceland, an island nation with a population of about 394,000, maintains a low population density primarily due to its volcanic landscape and limited arable land. The country's terrain is marked by active volcanic systems, glaciers, and Arctic tundra, which make a significant portion of the land unsuitable for human habitation or agriculture. The reliance on fishing as a major economic activity underscores the challenges posed by Iceland's harsh interior conditions. With only 1.5% of its land suitable for agriculture, Icelanders are largely concentrated along the coastal areas where the climate is milder and economic activities are more viable. The capital city, Reykjavik, is home to over a third of the population, with other settlements sparsely distributed along the coast. The geothermal activity that Iceland is known for contributes to its harsh living conditions. The rugged terrain, combined with a short growing season, limits the possibilities for agricultural development and large-scale human settlements. Number 5. Mongolia. Mongolia, with a land area of 1.56 million square kilometers and a population of about 3.4 million, has one of the lowest population densities globally. The country's vast barren landscapes and extreme climate play significant roles in this. The Gobi Desert, covering 30% of the country, and the vast steppes experiencing temperatures ranging from 30 degrees Celsius in winter to over 30 degrees Celsius in summer create harsh living conditions. These extreme temperatures and limited resources make large-scale settlements difficult to sustain. The majority of Mongolia's population is concentrated in the capital city, Ulaanbaatar, which accounts for nearly half of the total population. The remaining population is scattered across the country, with a significant portion leading a nomadic or semi-nomadic lifestyle. This traditional lifestyle, adapted to the harsh climate and barren landscapes, further contributes to the low population density. Economic and infrastructure challenges also play a role in Mongolia's population distribution. The country's economy is heavily reliant on mining and animal husbandry, activities that do not necessitate large urban developments or dense populations. Number 4. Namibia. Namibia, with a land area of about 824,000 square kilometers and a population of approximately 2.5 million, maintains a low population density primarily due to its desert terrain and harsh climatic conditions. The Namib and Kalahari deserts, covering significant portions of the country, create an extremely arid environment, limiting the potential for large-scale human settlements and agriculture. The lack of water sources and minimal rainfall further exacerbate the challenges of sustaining a larger population. In addition to the harsh climate, Namibia faces significant economic and infrastructure challenges. The country relies heavily on mining, which, although economically significant, does not require large urban populations or extensive infrastructure development. This economic structure, along with limited roads and other infrastructure, contributes to the sparse population distribution. The country gained independence relatively late in 1990, after a long struggle against colonial rule and apartheid. During the colonial period, significant portions of the population were displaced and relocated, contributing to the current population distribution. The combination of harsh climatic conditions, limited economic opportunities, and infrastructure challenges keeps the population low, with people concentrated in a few urban and semi-urban areas. Number 3. Australia's Northern Territory. The Northern Territory of Australia spans about 1.42 million square kilometers and has a population of approximately 250,000. The region's low population density is largely due to its harsh desert climate and remote location. With temperatures reaching extreme highs during the day and dropping significantly at night, the environment is challenging for large-scale human settlements and agriculture. The territory is characterized by vast barren landscapes with limited water sources and minimal arable land. This makes large-scale agriculture and habitation difficult, contributing to the sparse population distribution. Economic factors also play a significant role in the Northern Territory's low population density. The region relies heavily on mining and tourism industries that do not necessitate large urban developments or dense populations. Government policies and efforts to develop the region have had limited success in attracting and retaining a larger population, resulting in one of the lowest population densities in Australia. Number 2. Greenland. Greenland, the world's largest island with a land area of 2.16 million square kilometers, has a population of approximately 56,000. The country's low population density is primarily due to its extreme Arctic climate and remote location. The majority of Greenland is covered by an ice sheet, making the environment harsh and inhospitable for large-scale human settlements and agriculture. The challenging Arctic climate, with temperatures frequently dropping below freezing and minimal daylight during winter months, limits the possibilities for large-scale habitation and economic development. Economic and infrastructure challenges also play a significant role in Greenland's low population density. The economy is largely based on fishing and hunting, activities that do not require large urban populations or extensive infrastructure. The limited economic opportunities in other sectors further contribute to the low population density. Historical factors also impact the population distribution in Greenland. The indigenous Inuit population traditionally led a semi-nomadic lifestyle, adapting to the harsh Arctic environment. Number 1. Antarctica. Antarctica, spanning 14 million square kilometers, is the least densely populated region on Earth, with a temporary population fluctuating between 1,000 to 5,000 researchers and staff. The continent's extreme climate, characterized by freezing temperatures and icy conditions, makes it uninhabitable for permanent human settlements. The lack of permanent freshwater sources and arable land further limits the potential for sustaining a larger population. Economic and infrastructure challenges also play a significant role in Antarctica's sparse population. These are the world's emptiest countries, defined by their unique challenges from extreme climates and harsh landscapes to economic and historical factors. Each country presents a fascinating study in how human populations adapt or struggle to survive in diverse environments. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of the least densely populated countries on our planet. If you found this video intriguing, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth content. Until next time, keep exploring the world's unique landscapes and stories. Thank you for watching.